Isn't she supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
He raises his left hand.
This Arno van Eyck is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
Would you say she was, you know, human?
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
Yeah, they hate this too. Point to yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. I have thousands of fans. I am surrounded by love and support all the time. She was a player. She played us all. It's just a game to her. I feel like they'll just hate me as well.
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
The young man lets go of his suspenders and they hit his chest with a slap. Alright, I'm done talking about Dolores Day.
What a strange choice of words.
Because I'm clearly not.
That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
Nothing, everything's okay. I don't know. It's a nice window.
Why do you keep saying that if it isn't making you feel well? Don't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about that damn window.
No. Let's talk about the glasswork again. I've been thinking about it.
Mass murderer? Why?
Okay, no, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, what does that say? The young man appears constantly worried. It's just the way his brows are built. The worry never leaves his face. How are you settling in?
Hard to say, Cop Man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the Crabman, though.
You mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
You mean all his mother's love stuff isn't too spooky for you? You mean all his sobriety stuff isn't too restrictive for you? What do you mean? The mother's love isn't too spooky?
Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all. The man picks up on stuff. And he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
I want to talk some more about this place.
Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of?
Alright, talk about
Sure.
something else. What did Tiago tell you about the
The
church?
Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
You mean there's dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the Crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it.
Are they talking about the hole in the world? Contain what exactly?
I don't know, and it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for, and trying to measure.
He nods toward the woman.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
What makes you think Suna's going to fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubies were trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Cop Man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited size person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Cop Man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing.
Why do they call you
It
Noid?
took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
May I ask why? What good is being suspicious? What are you suspicious of? Got it, tell me something else. What good is being
A
suspicious?
reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
And what are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
Pig-wheat paradigm and then the left-right complex. Does this mean you're mentally ill? Don't you mean the left-right paradigm and the pig-wheat complex? Tell me more about the left-right business. What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat? That was certainly stimulating. I want to talk to you about something else. Don't you mean the left-right paradigm and the pig-wheat complex?
No. Politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory. I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad.
Does this mean you're mentally ill?
Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill. A suspicious element.
Tell me more about this left-right
I
business.
prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's bad about cereal grain? Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things. What's bad about animals? Animals are cute. Yeah, it's our only shit and we fucking suck at it. Having enough food is a precursor for greater things.
Yes, having food is means to an end. But the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else.
His eyes flicker.
You mentioned true life. What would that be like?
Life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself. In others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
How would you go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
Also like fascism then.
Nationalism, militarism, racism, an emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore.
The words echo through the church majestically. Fair enough, just make an observation. I didn't mean it as a bad thing. Shouldn't the ones that are more hardcore rule over the ones that are less hardcore and offer them guidance? Fair enough, I was just making an observation.
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it. unaroused by fascism.
So you're advocating a noise-based society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication, thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
He does.
Hardcore!
His friend shouts from behind his mix table with a smile surpassing your own in wideness, a total moon face, and eyes full of naive wonderment. The term hardcore also denotes a strain of pornography that depicts penetration. Did you know that? That was vague. Dedication, something else superlative. Thank you for clearing that up. And yeah, it relates to pornography as well.
That's a pretty hardcore coincidence, don't you think?
No.
Yeah!
Let's change the
Oh
subject.
yeah, sure thing.
Ooh, what's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
You look like a woman with those earrings. That's it. Okay then. He kind of does look like a woman in the portrait.
You know what I think? I think man, woman, and child are arbitrary divisions which serve to bind humanity to serfdom.
I'm not sure I agree with that. That's
They're
it?
just clothes.
Are they? They look outlandish. I thought there'd be more to it. Okay then. They look outlandish.
It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
Alright, so we have conceptualization. Even 6 for a godly check of 16. We've caught the key, and pericarnassianism is love. We need to internalize the hardcore aesthetic, don't just nod along, really feel it. So, let's see if we can improve our conceptualization a little bit. So, let's see. We have... oh yeah, I've got a jacket I can put suggestion on to make it better. That's good. Yep. +1 for conceptualization there. Is that a jacket? Yep, so that's +2. Anything else? Conceptualization? Anything else? Doesn't seem like it so far. Didn't mean to go into a tool. Conceptualization. Oh? Okay. How much better is this?
What's on your mind?
Yeah, high chance. Let's try it.
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. Test your limits. Surpass them. Dance till you drop. Dance till you die, if you must.
Hard people, hard republic, hard cell, hard party, hard riot, hard government, core membership, core secretary, core teachings, core fighters. Long live the world that gave shape to hardcore to complete itself, a true heir to DeLorean values. 3.5 centuries and the gift still keeps on giving. I've got the money, I've got the place, you've got the figure, you've got the face. Let's get together, we're jumping all over the world. I'm going to truly wreck myself as a machine of modern party in a final showdown between flesh and spirit. I want to have fuck with you. You know it feels unfair, there's a party everywhere. I don't seem to have anything to hard to the core. This is literally just scooter lyrics. Jumping all over the world. Okay. You need your own entry, make it. Okay. So, this is obviously referencing the thing that we said to Classier. Like I said, this is just scooter lyrics, which is a bit strange. This is relating to Dolores Day, because DeLorean values. This is kind of like the mantra of hard, 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 core, 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 core. It feels unfair, there's a party everywhere. It's kind of poetic, but it's a bit lame. I don't have anything to add is extremely lame, nothing to add. I'm going to truly wreck myself as a machine of modern party in a final showdown between flesh and spirit. This is hardcore.
That's a good way to go.
And we've gained a thought, hardcore aesthetic. Take care, Noid. So, the thought we gained was hardcore aesthetic. So, temporary research bonus, -2 interfacing, fuck grammar. Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you've also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly become? Low-core people come around you to correct your typos. Is hardcore here, hardcore there, hardcore in the third instance? What's going on? Those aren't typos, man, that's how core hardness works. If you don't know hardcore from our happy hardcore, what the fuck are we even talking about? Okay, I have 4 skill points, and I've not put anything into suggestion yet. So I can get suggestions up to +6, so we could get pretty far to convincing Lillian. So I'll put 2 in for now, and then we'll leave it be there. And we'll consider doing some switching rounds of thoughts and stuff later. And since I did put some thoughts in, some skills into suggestion, let's go ahead and make a save, because, you know, I never know when the game might suddenly crash on me. Again, we are still experiencing the weird bug that is giving me an invisible jacket and making me look like I have noodle arms. So before we talk to Egghead, let's make a save. Okay, let's talk to Egghead.
We're close.
There's the young man standing behind the mixer deck, pumping his fist in the air. Lung-shaped treats grow on his silver belt buckle.
True, hard, full, car.
Say nothing.
Hard car.
Say nothing.
Hard car to the mega.
Say
Internally
nothing.
Coherent.
Say nothing.
All car, all right, yeah!
Say
He
nothing.
furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the church.
But this is obviously different because we're not in the tent anymore.
Hard car. Ah!
So hardcore.
Is it though?
It is.
What is it? I mean, really?
The question, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns and starts bobbing his head back and forth. We've solved the Egghead puzzle. We've got +10 XP.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
But now we can talk to him like an actual person. How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place!
I spoke too soon.
The first page of the second chapter!
His voice echoes all around the grand hall.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or 2 left in you. Last of the penultimate, or like.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra. I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
I am the law and an expert in these matters. Let me be the judge of what it is. Hyper, super, or ultra hardcore. I could sell it for you, but we're not right now. Tell me about something else. No, I can sell it.
The young man looks at you reverently, as if observing the judgment inside your head. Growing, taking form. His friend drops his loitering act and turns toward you two. He, too, waits for your judgment with undivided attention. If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's hyper hardcore, it's super hardcore, it's only ultra hardcore, it's proto, not hardcore at all. I'll take conceptualization's word for it. It sounds like proto.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question? Tried to think if anything could make it harder core. Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police! I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra. The question is, what was the question?
No! This is the answer!
Try and make it harder, core?
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
As your mind works, the beat recedes from your ears. You hear your own blood pulsing through your head, nourishing your thoughts with oxygen. The rhythm is familiar.
Think even harder, feel the movement of blood through your head. I think go through the movement of blood.
The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer in the double kick that moves the milliliters through your mind. The dark thud is the source of all rhythm, the inspiration behind mathematics, the hardcore.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
He laughs and shakes his head.
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police!
Uh-huh!
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Nothing, me being the police isn't actually going to help us. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us. I have a job to do instead of this absurd idiocy. Goodbye. Me being the police isn't going to help.
Oh! Uh-huh.
And it's going to hinder us.
Oh! Yeah!
So, are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Does that mean you're a thought reader? So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist? Tell me something else, Egghead. Are you a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he is. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as thought reading.
I don't think that's true. Like, there's obviously the thing of if you put 7 monkeys in a room and give them infinity, they'll eventually type up the complete works of William Shakespeare. But that only relies on it being in any order. So, saying random things has an almost infinite chance of never being a thought reader. Can't say 0 chance, because that's very definitive, but a near infinite chance of it not happening is true.
Yeah! Revachol imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revachol imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You're right, I wasn't thinking of that.
Hardcore superstar!
So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With the rebel yell!
Why aren't you a communist? Communism is the truth. It's good you're not a communist anyway, you should be an ultra-liberal. Best not to be a communist, having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides. Tell me something else. Communism's the truth.
I could be a communist! If you want that, do you want me to be a communist?
Please don't turn him into a communist.
But why not?
Oh yeah, turn him into a communist. Come on, it would be super.
Be a communist, Egghead, the future needs your help. Don't be a communist. Wait, what am I saying? Of course be a communist. Don't be a communist, that path is too hardcore. The future needs your help, Egghead.
Aye!
You guess he is a communist now. Alright, well, tell me something else.
Communism rules the nation!
He looks at you with an almost impossibly wide shining grin, looking to see if you approve. Right on, Comrade Luminary. Almost there, could use a bit more work. You're wrong, communism doesn't rule the nation. Right on, Comrade.
Here comes the sun!
You could swear you feel the bright future of the working classes, reflected of Jermaine Egghead's giant smile, and right onto your face. Revolution makes your toes curl in anticipation.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
L'amour, la compassion, l'autodiscipline. What would lungs be for love? Good to know. L'amour.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipated into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark Hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Is Egghead your last name?
Basically, yes it is.
Physical instrument, challenging 12. Maybe your body can tell you what Arnold Van Eyck's jam is missing to make it hardcore. We got +1 for aesthetic of anodic music, the beat of your heart, and expert on anodic music. But before we do that, we can make it a little bit easier.
Alright! Here comes the night!
And let's go ahead and put some clothes on to improve our physical instrument. So we've got the vest, physical instrument, that's pain threshold, physical instrument, oh, was that? Yep, pants. That takes physical instrument away. I should have remembered this actually, because this is the same thing we were doing for the ice cream maker. Same thing, we'll put it on. Oh, no, okay. Egghead!
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer. One reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Okay, interesting. So now we've got a very high chance of passing it. So let's make it hardcore.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
Young man makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick so you can't get it out of your head anymore. Points at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking you would know. I'm not going to become some sort of anodic cop too, I've already got enough copper types already. I thought you would know.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. I'll see if someone can come up with something on its own, a citizen investigation. I don't have any time for this. Let's take the task.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam. Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
We could try it.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Oh, so it's just in a tree. Alright. It feels cold.
Does it?
Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, I've been there.
Oh, I know this. I can tell you where it is.
Okay, good.
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags in the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that. I could have said that.
and the mosaic sidewalk. But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Pick it up.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
I have a tape with me, maybe you can use it to improve Van Eyck's jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
What about this one? Given the smallest church in St. Sains.
Righteous!
He takes the tape and attaches it to the empty reel slot, hand over ear, he listens, then shakes his head.
No! No, can't do! This is gonna make people sad! This isn't sadcore!
He hands the tape back to you. Okay, never mind.
Communism forever!
Alright. So, I'm going to have to call that for today. So let's go ahead and make a save. And next time, we will go ahead and talk to Suna, because we should hopefully be able to help her with her goal of listening to the empty space in the Swallow. So I just want to say thanks for watching the stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can follow us at twitch.tv/RiggyRob to watch us when we're live. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/RiggyRobPimmsyPlay. We've got other things like Discord, Twitter, TikTok, etc, etc. So you can follow us all those. And we try to stream on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays around about 8 PM UK time. So yeah, next time we stream it'll be either more Disco Elysium or more Xenoblade 3. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.